Bienvenidos, bienvenidas. Welcome to all the people that is seeing this program. Today we're going to make the interview in English and Spanish. Okay, vamos a intentar hacer esta doble traducción simultánea en vivo con nuestro amigo Ramon. Ramon is one of the producer. Welcome, Ramon, again to the program. I'd like to hear you.
Parece que has estado tú en la playa hoy.
Unas cuantas veces. I have been in the beach a lot of time during this weekend, so I went to Fuerteventura and I enjoy a lot. So estuve en Fuerteventura y nada, lo disfruté mucho. Así que nada, vamos a intentar hacer hoy un programa simultáneo en diferentes idiomas, inglés y español, porque tenemos muchos invitados que son de diferentes nacionalidades y ellos vamos a intentar que la lengua inglesa sea la común. So we are going to try to be he is one of the guests, you know, so it's going to be in our program. So we are going to try to make a common language to be understood. So we'll start with DJ Limbo Latino. So Limbo Latino, his real name is Rob, and he has been involved with the music in his life from the company that he owns, with the live and sound rental, to the live adjustment of bands and orchestras. In his younger years, he worked as all-round DJs and party wedding and event. So él empezó con las bodas, con las bandas, y estuvo siempre implicado en la música y empezó pues con las luces y sonido, siendo pues equipo de sonido de todo eso, ¿no? Y nada, entonces pues estuvo ahí fuerte, ¿no? Nowadays he knows how follow his work in Dutch, Latin scene. Limbo Latino is a DJ and organizer who lives in around Maastricht, the most noted southern part of Netherlands. He performed on the stage on the best party around the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, and some of European festivals. So él trabaja en la escena latina. Limbo Latino es uno de los organizadores que vive en Maastricht, en la parte más sureste de Netherlands. Y él actúa en muchos sitios de Netherlands, Bélgica, Alemania y muchos festivales de Europa. Cuando él está en la pista, how he say, the turntable, the dance floor is on fuego, o sea, quema la pista, ¿no? Since the beginning of 2020, Limbo Latino has joined the list producer with the Bachata scene, Bachata song and remixes, participating in the course of the music production. So, él desde 2020 ha estado también produciendo música y ha estado en las listas de producción de música, así que nada, ahora vamos a verlo, vamos a hablar con él. Bueno, vamos a introducirlo, pero vamos a continuar con los siguientes invitados para ver toda la introducción. Limbo, welcome to our program. Hi.
Welcome. Hi, guys.
Bueno, we are going to introduce the other guys. We continue with you, okay? Bueno, we continue with Paco. Vamos a continuar con Paco. Paco is running Paco Briran without any doubt. So he's leading music Latin in Israel. He started his professional work as a salsa DJ back in 1993. At the same year, also won the first place in the first Israeli national salsa competition as a dancer. So as fast, he established his position as one of the Israel top salseros. So he loves salsa, I think. I don't know. We're going to ask him. Okay. So, es un bailarín de salsa y desde 1993 se convirtió en uno de los dirigentes de la música latina de Israel. Él viene de Israel. Su nombre es Ramon. Ahora nos lo confirmará. Paco is performed as a DJ in the major Latin clubs in the band in Israel, such as a club Porto Loco, the famous club Maxim Salsa Carlos, Club Focus, Club Bailatino, the Tito Rojas concert, the Los Band concert, the Romeo Santos concert, and many more. Bueno, aquí tenemos una persona que ha estado en muchísimos clubs. De hecho, está poniendo aquí Club Porto Loco, el Club Maxim, uno de los más famosos, Salsa Carlo, Club Focus, Bailatino de Tito Rojas, concert, el concierto de Tito Rojas, Bam Concert, el concierto de Romeo Santos, a ver si nos comenta un poco. Y bueno, he is in different international guests, like a guest in different international events, congress and conventions worldwide as a performer, and tonight the Salsa Web competition in Toronto, Canada is the opening Salsa Club in Jordan, the Salsa concert in Nolan, British Salsa concert, the first Turkish Salsa Congress. I think that he liked it, salsa. Creo que a Paco le encanta la salsa porque todo lo que sea salsa está aquí. O sea, son un montón de eventos que ya lo habéis estado escuchando. Y Paco was the manager of the largest salsa school in Israel, Club Focus and Latino, with the teams of 20 instructors and over 750 students every week. 700, o sea, 750 estudiantes cada semana. Wow. Bueno, Paco es uno de los managers, de los jefes de una de las escuelas de Israel más importantes, que es Club Focus y Bailatino. O sea, con 20 instructores y más de 750 alumnos. DJ Paco is one of the resident DJ in the largest Latin music club in Israel, Havana Music Club, and you can listen him in the play bachata and salsa and on various nights of the club. O sea que lo puedes escuchar y ver durante muchos días en el club en Israel, en el Havana Music Club. So we're going to introduce DJ Paco. Welcome to our show. Hello, Paco. Are you over there? Hi.
Hi, guys. That was long.
Yeah, quite long. Quite long. Bueno, fue muy largo, pero yo creo que viene bien de que tal. So I think, and I can imagine that you love salsa.
Yeah, I do.
That's good.
But I love bachata as well.
Yeah, no. Well, that's good. Well, and the next guest is James Sedano. James Sedano was born in Peru. He grew up in New York City, and he currently resides in Miami Beach. Technology, and he entertainer. James has a multiple startup. Now he launched Bachata Sensual Radio. I think that we know it. Since August of 2019, since they built the audiences to 30,000 active listeners, and he is one of the first bachata radio for the community, for the dance community worldwide. So bachata, el señor James Sedano nació en Perú y se crió en Nueva York y actualmente reside en en Miami Beach. Y es un crack, es un hombre que empezó con Bachata Sensual Radio desde agosto de 2019 y desde entonces ha construido una comunidad de más de 30.000 personas que lo escuchan y son activos y se ha convertido en una de las radios de número 1 de bachata, de la comunidad mundial de baile. Así que, welcome, James. Welcome to our program. I don't know if you're there. Okay, bienvenido.
Hola,
James.
¿Cómo están? Saludos. Hi, everyone.
Bueno, we are going to start. I think we are going to start with Rob, that he was waiting. Vamos a empezar con Rob. So, bueno, the first thing is, how did you start like a DJ?
How did I start like a DJ? I think the beginning of my dancing career was around 2011, and I started with ballroom and Latin dancing, but in competition. And after doing several competitions, I could really tell that wasn't the thing for me. So I took a salsa class, and from the first time I took the salsa class, I was so in love with salsa and bachata music. So that was the reason for me to start dancing. And I went to several parties, but one thing that most of the parties had in common, despite if the DJ that was playing at the party, the music was always the same and the same style. And for me, as I played as a DJ on all-round parties, weddings, and stuff like that, I knew what music could do at a party. So for me, the most important thing was to give people new music, different music, and it's not like only playing music, but it's also a little bit of educating people in new music and new styles, because music is always developing.
Okay. Bueno,
So, yeah.
in a short story for the Spanish listener, okay? So él empezó en 2011, 2011, you say, ¿no? Did you say that, no? Él empezó como bailarín y nada, luego posteriormente cuando ya empezó como DJ, lo más caracterizado que lo que nos has comentado es que para él era importante que la gente tuviera cultura musical, o sea, que él pudiera abarcar muchos géneros y que la gente pues escuchara nueva música, ¿no? Es to listen new music for the dancer, ¿no? Y bueno, y también hizo competiciones de baile, por lo que me ha parecido entender, ¿no? Rob, did you make some dance competition, no?
Yeah. When I started in my dancing career, then I started in ballroom and Latin dance.
Okay, we are going to continue with Paco. Paco, how was your starting like a DJ?
I started when I was 16 to play like the mainstream music. I then got to know the Latin music, and everything changes from that day on. My mentor was a guy who actually brought the music up in Israel. His name was Benny El Maestro. He passed away 2 years ago, but he gave me all the education, and the first time he opened, we actually traveled together to Spain, to Madrid, and when we came back, we said we're gonna open a club, and the first evening of the club, I started playing salsa. That's it.
Okay. Bueno, él empezó con un mentor y fue el que le ha enseñado todo, y entonces, pues, por lo que ha comentado, él se trasladó a Madrid, donde tuvisteis, you have a place, ¿no? A club, something like this.
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
I have a club in Israel.
What is the name of the club?
The club is the Havana Music Club.
Okay. O sea, él abrió un club, o sea, un local donde se llamaba Havana Latin Music.
Havana
Music Club, perdón. Y le aprendió y enseñó todo lo que sabe hasta el día de hoy. Bueno, no sé, I don't know if I have said something that I forgot or something more important or not.
Okay.
Remind my memory is like a fish, okay? Sorry. Bueno, the next one, James, can you tell us how do you start like a DJ?
Wow, so just like Paco, I started when I was like 16, 17 years old. But the funny part was that I first started mixing like hip hop music, house, tribal, EDM. I really got into bachata like maybe like 6, 7 years ago. But before that, it was mostly like house, like dancehall, reggae.
Bueno, I translate or no, James, can you do it?
Adelante, claro. No, yo comencé así como a pinchar de DJ como a los 16, 17 años, pero comencé con música alternativa, reggae, hip hop, música house music, que es como música electrónica, freestyle, y como a los 6 años, 7 años comencé a hacer recién como música latina, más bachata que otra cosa. ¿Sí? Y esa foto, por ejemplo, está Bronchata, que fue lo que comencé a hacer en Nueva York, los eventos de Bachata Brunch, Bronchata. Sí. So, tenemos Bronchata New York, Bronchata Miami, Bronchata Barcelona, Bronchata Mérida, y ahora estamos lanzando Bronchata San Francisco. Y claro, el DJ que era ahí me tocaba a mí, porque ustedes saben que correr un evento no es fácil. Y bueno, así comencé en el mundo de la bachata.
Muy bien. Bueno, the next question is, what is the dates and platform in which you usually do your online shows and performance that people can see you and follow you? Rob?
I think I can speak for all of us because we're playing on the only and the best bachata radio station there is, Bachata Sensual Radio.
Well, no, you have it over there. Well, that's good. That's good. Okay, so this question is easy for all of them. Bueno, how do you fix the problem, the copyright problem? What is the because sometimes you are playing because we know all the DJs usually, and when we start with the quarantine, some of the DJs start with the mixing, and they have the problem that Facebook and YouTube and this kind of platform limit because of the the copyright. So how do you fix this problem?
Yeah, no, so we work directly. Well, first of all, we have an entertainment attorney who handles most of the legalities for us. Apart from that, especially with everything that we do on the radio, we work directly with distributors, with artists, with the producers, and so on. So we get clearance and we get whitelisted from a lot of the platforms. Sometimes we still get cut off from Facebook mostly, but then we have an ongoing conversation with Facebook because it's not an easy job. But we're trying to get whitelisted for all those specific details. Yeah.
No, that's good. James, a little story short in Spanish, because
claro.
Por favor.
No, sí, nos están preguntando cómo hacemos la parte de los copyrights con Facebook y todo eso. Y básicamente nosotros tenemos un abogado de entretenimiento que nos ayuda con esa parte, pero también tenemos relaciones directamente con los distribuidores de discos, productores, que hacen la música y nos dan la habilidad de poner se llama whitelisting cuando hacen ese proceso para que no nos bloqueen. Y claro que siempre tenemos ciertos problemas con Facebook, pero tenemos una relación con Facebook también y ellos cada vez que nos hacen un flag, nosotros hablamos con ellos y siempre nos sueltan lo que están poniendo que dicen un release, como le sueltan el reporte ese que nos hacen.
De acuerdo. Bueno, it's important that some of the listeners are writing some comments. We can see, for example, the Paco, the Maverick, is from Bachata Corporation. So Jen Sedano too, that is writing. DJ Bernardo, hola a todos. Espero that you will find un saludo, greeting for all those DJs. Lucho from Argentina. Marta Solis is tell us some of my favorite people right here. Carlos Vázquez, Bachata Sensual Radio, he say that. Okay, that's good. Bueno, we continue hard, Marta, hard for you too. Bueno, well, the next question, we'll start again with with Paco, the next one.
Okay.
And later, the next one will be James, and the next one is going to be the Limbo Latino. Okay, Paco, how do you define your personal feeling when you are doing a live, but in an event? Okay, well, in a session, yeah, you are doing mixing in front of the people. How is your feeling?
I don't think that there is a better feeling in the world. Okay, when the responsibility that you have on your shoulders is you've got like 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 people dancing, and you need to make everybody happy, which is very, very difficult. But I try to combine everything and keep the dance floor full all the time. And when I see everybody dancing, that's it for me. I don't need anything else in life. Just everybody dancing and happy.
Okay. Making sure the story es una de las sensaciones más increíbles, sobre todo de ver a la gente bailando delante de ti. Bueno, I think in a short story it's more like this, okay? Bueno, James, how is your feeling when you're starting or mixing in front of the people?
I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I feel like every DJ, when you get on the stage, no matter how good you are, you still have a little bit of nervous, right? Because everyone has like an off day. Like sometimes you just are fluid, you feel the music and everything just falls into place. You do your transitions, your mix, and everything is awesome, right? But then sometimes you're off, and you can tell like in the first 5 minutes, not even the first minute, like in the first minute, if you're gonna have like a great night, or you're gonna have to struggle a little to bring that vibe up, right? And I think that the first minute I'm like, okay, let me kick off. Let me do this. I'm gonna start my set with this song, and then you put a song, and then you see the reaction, and then you're like, okay, everybody dances, right? You're like, oh my God, this feels so good. And then you're like, all right, I gotta keep everybody dancing now. So now you're thinking about the next hit that you're gonna throw on, but then of course you're looking at the BPMs. Like we wanna make sure that the transition is smooth, that it's not gonna disrupt the dancing experience. So I think that the first minute for me is critical. I'm like, okay, how am I gonna feel? Because then if I don't feel good the first minute, like the following 10 minutes, I have to bring myself to that. Like, okay, that song maybe it wasn't the best song. And you see immediately the reaction of the dancers. And then you're like, okay, the next one has to be it. And then you always have like your favorite, like these songs are gonna be like, they're gonna be good regardless, right? Because a lot of times what we try to do, we try to risk by introducing new music, because that's our job. Our job is to put new music out there. And it's always a risk, like, okay, is this gonna be like a hit or is this gonna suck, right? And I think that throwing the first song is critical for everybody.
Yeah, I think. Bueno, in a short story, maybe James, you do it quite well.
Sabes que mi español tampoco no es muy bueno, ¿no?
No, seguro que la gente te entiende bien, muy bien.
Bueno, lo que le estaba comentando aquí a Alejandro era que el primer minuto, creo, para todos los DJs es más importante, porque como DJ uno se emociona, llega a un set y puede hacer que la primera canción sea un hit y que todo el mundo esté bailando, o puede hacer que pongas una canción y que como la gente te queda mirando como que, hey, y como DJ nosotros tenemos que introducir nueva música. Y muchas veces es un riesgo, porque la música puede ser súper buena, o puede ser que la gente, como no la conoce, se queden como, ¿qué es esta, no? Y bueno, entonces, pero el primer minuto, cuando uno ve que la reacción de todos está como que, wow, y se ponen a bailar y como que, ok, ya sabes que vas a tener una buena noche. Pero si no haces eso el primer minuto, tienes como 10 minutos para resolver eso, porque tienes que subir la energía de la pista del baile. Así que para mí lo importante es el primer minuto.
Okay, yeah, but I agree with you because not all the DJs take the risk to put the new song, you know. So this is good. And this is it's to be brave. Yeah, that's good. Well, Rob, can you tell us, please, how is your feeling?
Yeah. For me, of course, it is to keep the dance floor full and keep the people dancing, keep the people happy. But I think it's also, on the other hand, just like James told us, you want to play new music, and you want to play music people never knew that they wanted to hear. So what I mean by that, you got to play new songs at a party, and people don't know the song, but you as a DJ know by the feeling you get of the song that it's good, that it's danceable, that it's joy, that it brings people together. And so it's not just playing some music, it's also educating people in new music.
Ok. Bueno, lo que principalmente ha dicho es que está de acuerdo con James, que uno de los principales fines es que mantener las pistas llenas de gente bailando. Pero sí que es lo que he comentado, que es parte de un proceso de educación al oído a esos bailarines, porque nunca se sabe lo que ha comentado James, ¿no? Que a veces pone canciones, te arriesgas a que la persona no sabe realmente qué va a escuchar ni si está acostumbrado, y supongo que será cuando más pongas la canción, pues más se acostumbrará al oído y es educar, ¿no? Poner canciones nuevas. Eso es bueno, es very good. Bueno, we have Carmelo and Marta. This is what they agree with you. Carmelo, buenas noches, tremendo equipo. Saludos al equipo de la Academia de Carmelo en la Women's. Bueno, we continue. We are going to make a short question, and we are going to introduce our top 10 music that we have in this week with the DJ African from Tenerife. Okay, Rob, what is your favorite musical style?
Yeah, it's bachata, but I think the most favorite one of me is the fusion style. I also love sensual, I also love the traditional style, but I think I love the most is the fusion style.
Okay. El estilo de fusión. Interesante. Bueno, Paco, what is your favorite?
For me,
surprise me.
Yeah,
Salsa,
No. I don't have a special genre because when I fell in love with salsa, I fell in love with salsa romántica, and salsa dura, and salsa with all kind, and salsa cubana. And when I started playing bachata, I fell in love with salsa, with bachata traditional, with bachata fusion, with bachata moderna, with bachata sensual. For me, when I listen to a song, because I'm a DJ for so many years, it's like my ears are, they're like, they can listen to only one thing. Can you dance on this song or not? That's it. Okay. Because I was a dancer, I always interrupt that thing directly, and that's what I look for in the music.
So you say that the music has to give you some kind of energy, no?
Exactly. I need to feel the music inside, feel if it's good for the dance floor, and I love all kind of. There's nothing which is my favorite. Okay, it's like saying my favorite is that boy or that boy. No, everything.
Reggaeton. Paco.
Sí.
Paco said you like reggaeton.
Everything, todo.
Marta is giving. She's giving us some clues about the taste of Paco, no? Or maybe about the James. I don't know. Bueno, James, what is your favorite style?
Well, my girlfriend's going to tell you it's going to be bachata. That's the genre, right? And then styles. Yeah, my girlfriend is listening. Like, I'm always listening to the radio 24 hours. I have to monitor the signal. And she's going crazy. She's like, I used to love bachata, but now I don't want to hear it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you have to hear it. But yeah, no, my favorite genre has been bachata. I still like salsa, I like merengue, I like older music, like house, I still listen to reggae, but when it comes to my forte, it's bachata, right? And then within bachata, you have different styles. So I love bachata remixes, but I also like bachata urbana, like a traditional, believe it or not, like depends on what night, like one day I'm feeling like, listening to remixes, but then the next day I'm feeling like I want to get drunk or I want to drink something, and then I start listening to bachata tradicional, la margue moderna, and you're like, oh man, this feels so good. And then, and then of course we're working with all these artists, and the artists are like, hey man, listen to this new hit, and I'm like listening to this new song, and I'm like, wow, this is hot. And then I get into the música, like the bachata urbana, so it's all good. Like I think that every day my bachata type changes. Okay.
So bachata is your own style, ¿no? That you love it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Bueno, pues nada, el estilo preferido de James es bachata. Bueno, we're going to stop here and enter to African. I don't know if he's over there or not. Ramon?
Yeah.
You know? Bueno, we're going to introduce him. He's a DJ from Tenerife. Welcome. ¿Qué tal, DJ African?
¿Cómo estamos? Todo bien. Oye, un tremendo placer estar hoy aquí reunidos entre tantos DJs, compañeros de tanta ¿cómo se dice? Popularidad y
tanta repercusión de diferentes sitios.
Señor, repercusión, sí. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos, chicos? ¿Todo bien?
Saludos.
Ahí tenemos a Rob, que es from Netherlands, from Israel, and he's living él está en Miami, en Tenerife, y el señor Ramón en Alemania. Estoy rodeado de DJs. Bueno, Afrocan, ¿qué nos traes hoy?
Bueno, como siempre traemos las novedades, lo más nuevo y lo más escuchado a través de la plataforma de Promo Music Barcelona. Y bueno, antes de empezar quería hacer un breve inciso, ya que recientemente fue el cumpleaños del director y realizador de este programa, y desde aquí quiero enviarle un verdadero abrazo y muchas felicidades.
Gracias.
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños, no lo sabía. Feliz cumpleaños, Ramón.
Gracias.
Ok, comenzamos, familia, una selección de los 10 temas más escuchados en la plataforma de Promo Music. Y bueno, vamos a hacerlo en 2 secciones como siempre. El maestro Ramón tiene la varita mágica, así que tíralo, Ramón, cuando quieras.
Promo Music Barcelona, lo mejor que suena ahora.
J'aimerais te dire mes doigts consolés. C'est dingue, c'est toujours la même chose. On brise et on recolle, cette histoire me rend Tu
Music Barcelona. Lo mejor que suena ahora.
Primera parte de la sección variadita, Kizomba, nuevos temas de la máxima 79, ahí también la nueva colaboración con Oscar de León. Y bueno, un poquito de todo variadito para la gente. En la segunda sección, pues tenemos, como siempre, un poquito más de lo conocido, de lo que ya está sonando y algunas puntualidades, puntualizar varios temas nuevos ahí que ahora les voy a continuar y les voy a comentar. Ramón, cuando quieras, tíralo.
Promo Music Barcelona. Lo mejor que suena ahora.
Yo no entiendo si es que del barrio en que venimos indica mi sentimiento.
Me vuelve loco su belleza, tiene arte cuando besa.
¿Qué más pues? ¿Cómo te ha ido? Sigue soltero, ya tienes marido. Sé que personal, perdona lo atrevido, te pedí abrázame y regalándome suerte. Y ahora me llamas, me buscas, me extrañas y quieres que sea tu amante.
Promo Music Barcelona. Lo mejor que suena ahora.
Bueno, ahí teníamos, y de ese, ahí está, el 4. El 4, número 4, ahí está. Oye, puntualizar dos cositas nada más. El último trabajo realizado, la última producción de Tony Zucker, Más de Mí, ha sido galardonada con el premio World Films por el tema del video en general, del making of que hicieron, cómo se grabó y cómo se hizo. Ha tenido ese galardón. Y en el número 1 teníamos a Carlitos Padrón y los Rumberos del Callejón, junto a Ronald Borjas, el ex cantante de Guaco, que también han tenido 2 nominaciones para el premio Pepsi en Venezuela, y ya también ha tenido esas 4 nominaciones para los Latin Grammy también. Así que por ahí va la cosa. Seguimos difundiendo buena música. Gracias nuevamente por contar conmigo en esta edición de este gran programa SBK News. Saludos a todos los compañeros que están hoy aquí. Y nada, ya saben que pueden seguirnos a través de www.promomusicbcn.com. Ahí estamos con la actualidad musical. Un saludo, muchísimas gracias por contar con este humilde seguidor. Abrazos, cuídense.
Afrogón, gracias de nuevo por estar aquí con nosotros y un trabajo excelente, como siempre. Gracias.
Pedro, muchas gracias. Nos vemos el miércoles que viene. Muchas gracias.
Oye, tengo una pequeña pregunta. He visto la entrevista a los compañeros y quisiera que tú, Alejandro, si puedes, se la traduzcas.
Sí.
Para los compañeros aquí de los DJs. ¿Es primordial el hecho de ser primero un bailador para después ser DJ y poder tener un gusto o una selección musical acorde a los bailadores? Ahí lo dejo.
Vale, pues eso lo digo. Bueno, do you think that it's gonna be good to be a dancer first to become a DJ later, or what do you expect? Bueno, I think in the case of Rob is like this. I don't know. Bueno, do you understand the question? Lo he intentado hacer corto, que tú las has alargado ahí un poquito. Bueno, Rob, can you, or Paco, for example,
yeah.
James?
For me, it was, I fell in love with the music first. I got educated on the music first, and then I saw the dance. And that was like a different step, okay? But if you know the music before, and then you go to the dance floor, it's much easier, in my opinion.
Ok, sí, que primero como que se enamora de la música y después, pues, bueno, no recuerdo todo exactamente, pero lo que ha comentado es eso, que es importante primero conocer la música para después ir a la pista de baile. Rob?
I'm not agreeing with that, because for me, I first took dance classes and I know my basic steps and I know my basic movements. And with that, I got more easy into the different styles of music. And yeah, so I think before playing music as a DJ, starting with dance classes brings you much more into when I have new music, I always feel like, okay, is this danceable? What can I do to this? Can I do body rolls? Can I do big movements, small movements? And that's when I decide when I'm going to play a song at a party.
Okay. Sí, para él es importante primero, exactamente. Primero es importante conocer la canción si es bailable para él, para poder ponerla y tocarla como DJ. Esa sería la respuesta. Y por último, el señor James, por favor.
Yo creo que es diferente para cada persona. Hay gente que necesita escuchar. Por ejemplo, yo, si no bailaría, no podría poner ciertas músicas porque como que uno siente la música, oh man, este va a ser un hit, ¿no? Va a ser una bomba. Así que la pones porque tú mismo la puedes bailar y te gusta los isolations, sabes cómo vas a poner el paso y todo. Pero también hay muchos DJs que no tienen que bailar, ¿no? Así como hay muchos cantantes que cantan y no saben bailar bachata, pero cantan bachata. Hay muchos salseros que cantan tremendos hits, pero lo pones a bailar salsa, como que no, tampoco, ¿no? Entonces yo creo que es individualmente cada DJ cómo va haciendo su progreso.
Muy bien. Bueno, Afrocan, DJ Afrocan, thank you for everything. Muchas gracias.
Muchísimas gracias por todo.
Nos vemos.
Vamos a hacer una foto los seis.
Sí, vamos a hacer la foto ya, y así ya los tenemos. We're going to make a screenshot. Okay, so you want to make a her, I don't know.
Oh,
and we're going to, okay, so 3, 2, 1. Okay, screenshot. Bueno, thank you. Bueno, thank you again, Afrocan, and
nos vemos.
See you soon.
Chao.
Okay? Venga, nos vemos pronto. Well, remember him. He is one of our DJ that he brings us every week, like a time top of music, different styles. So you can follow him in Promo Music PCM, so you can see what is his job and everything that he does. Well, we continue of James. We're going to start with you now. What is your favorite song that you love it? ¿Cuál es la canción que te encanta?
Yeah, you know what?
Only one.
Only one right now. Kelby J, Amor en París.
Ah, muy bien. Okay. Paco?
Elemento Boliviano, Toca Te Queda.
Wow.
That's
a really good song too. And the next one, Rob?
And for me, it's a remix from DJ Cyber T, Someone You Loved.
Ah, this is a good song too. Bueno, I think that I have been making the question before. I think that the only one is DJ Limbo Latino. Any of you are a music producer? In the case, Rob, this is the answer is yes, but I don't know if Jane and Paco, no. Over there, and even like this.
Oh, that's right, like that.
Okay, Rob, tell us, how is the feeling? Because obviously you have to know how is the music made of, and select the sounds, select the music, select the voice. So tell us a little thing about the music.
I started DJing years ago, and it was always my dream to produce only one song of my own. So when the whole Corona thing started, and all clubs closed, all events closed, I had to do something. So I started playing on Bachata Sensual Radio, and the other thing I did some DJ classes, but in making remixes with DJ Dimensions. And from that, I started doing more courses into music production and how to do it, what to do, what is mixing, what is mastering, what is using, what kind of instruments you use and how do you use them. And that was the beginning for me into my own songs. And a little bit later, I started writing my own songs. And for the first 3 songs, I worked together with EQS. And for the future, I'm going to do it on my own. And there is also a collaboration together with DJ Ramon that is coming. So
yeah.
We're going to do a lot of really nice stuff. But yeah, for me, it was presenting my feelings, my emotions into a song and creating a song that people can adapt wherever they are, whoever they are. So it's a universal language translated into a song.
Okay. Bueno, pues en un resumen, simplemente es que cuando empezó la cuarentena, él continuó haciendo cosas y entre de las cosas que hizo, pues empezó a hacer cursos tanto de DJ y uno de ellos fue producción musical. Así que a partir de ahí, pues empezó a crear. Creo que fueron 3 producciones. Algunas de ellas fue con XS Music, que es la producción de nuestros amigos Derek. Y nada, y que quizás en el futuro va a hacer algo con el señor DJ Ramon, así que genial, ya escucharemos la nueva creación. Y nada, que es un lenguaje universal, por lo tanto, por aquí. So, I want to ask you about the song that I heard from you is like with Jasmine Thompson, Adore. That is a lovely song. I think that you are producing a new song with Bailame, could be? One of you have produced right now. So it's released. So they can listen to the new song.
No, it's going to be released on the 27th of August. So by Friday, it's on all the music platforms. And yeah, it's together with Exe Mancilla from Argentina and with Johnny Evidence from Dominican Republic. So yeah, the song is called Bailame.
Bueno.
Sorry?
And guess where it's playing now? We have exclusive release.
Vamos a hacer un poco de promoción musical. We are going to make a music promotion. So, el 27 de agosto, este viernes, tendremos la canción Bailame con Exe Mancilla. Y el señor ha dicho, perdón, sorry, the other one is...
Johnny Evidence.
Johnny Evidence. So, it's like a tango and bachata remix, different style. So, if you want to listen, this August and Friday will be released. So, that's good.
Exactly.
Bueno, ya lo tendremos el 27, el viernes, la nueva producción del señor Rob con el señor Exe y how is the other?
Johnny Evidence.
Johnny Evidence.
Johnny Evidence.
Bueno, this is the song that you can adore. It's a lovely song. This is a good video. Have a good choreography. All the dancing was great. So you can see the song and the video. So congratulations for this production. Bueno, we are going to continue. We'll start with James. Bueno, what do you think that is gonna has to be in a song to be a hit in the dance floor? What is the ingredients that has to be the song?
For me, the lyrics are very important. The lyric. The musicality, because I mean, like I understand Spanish, I speak Spanish fluently, even if it's not in Spanish, even if it's in English, it has to mean something for me. I think that understanding the lyric is very crucial, and then you can attach to a song due to the lyrics, and you're like, oh wow, this song is really, you feel it, and then of course the musicality has to be there. You don't have a bachata that's well made, then it kind of kills the lyric. You can have great lyrics, but if the musicality is not there, then it kills it.
Yeah. That's true. Bueno, pues la musicalidad y principalmente las letras de las canciones, que te transmita algo, ¿no? James?
Correcto.
Ok. Bueno, Paco, what do you think?
I'm gonna explain or give you a little secret, because for all of us who doesn't speak Spanish or doesn't understand Spanish, we also still love bachata and salsa, okay? Even without understanding the music. And this is something very, very, I learned it here in Israel. But if you have a word in the song that keeps repeating itself, like baila, 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 or Paris, 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 or baila, bachata, whatever, it just needs to come on a few times in the song, and it needs to be either amor, baila, loco, some of those words, and everybody will sing the song, okay? Because they connect to that single moment in the song where they know a word, and that's it. So a lot of times for me is to find those songs that have the words that repeat and that people can connect with without knowing the language.
Ok. Vale, pues principalmente lo más importante es que haya, aunque no se conozca el idioma, que haya una palabra en concreto que se repita suficiente para que la gente la identifique y la sienta. Bueno, ese es el pequeño resumen del señor Paco. Rob?
I agree to both of my brothers because, that's what a good song is made about. So I think, and it's like what Paco said, when a song is catchy, then it's going to be a really good production, because when people, also when they don't know any words in Spanish and they hear a song that is repeating and they can sing with the song. Yeah,
we
but
have...
that's what's making the music nowadays.
We have a lot of examples like this. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Bueno, the next, we have a lot of questions, but I think that because the time is short, but I'm going to ask you, how is your dance situation in your local country? Can you tell us? We are start with the James, for example, in Miami. How is the situation over there?
Like I think I said this a little earlier. Miami right now everything is open. There is not a lot of regulations. Everybody's going out every day. There's a lot of cases in Miami. I think the hospitals are at 90% capacity, but we're still dancing. We're lucky that we have that privilege to continue dancing, but I think that as organizers, we need to take precaution and encourage people to wear masks. It does help. Myself, I had COVID for 2 weeks and I just recovered this week. So it's not an easy thing. And I would say just take care of your fellow dancers. You might have a good immunity system, but other people might not. So you got to be considerate for others too.
Bueno, James, coméntanos a los audiencia española, bueno, de castellano, que por favor, help me.
Sí, bueno, lo que estaba diciendo es que en Miami no hay ninguna regulaciones con el COVID. Ahorita todo está abierto, todos están bailando por todos lados, pero todos se están enfermando, se están dando COVID. Personalmente, yo me acabo de recuperar hace una semana. Estuve 2 semanas con COVID y créeme que es algo fuerte. Mucha gente no lo cree, pero ahora en Miami estamos con los casos bien altos. Los hospitales están a 90% de capacidad llenos y nosotros como organizadores tenemos que tener la responsabilidad de decirle a los bailarines que se cuiden y que cuiden a otras personas también, ¿no? Que se pongan las máscaras. Uno puede estar bien, pero no sabe la situación de las otras personas. Así que ser responsables por nuestros eventos que estamos organizando.
Okay. Bueno, and Paco, what is the situation in Israel?
The clubs are open right now. We are allowed to have dance parties, social parties, but only if you're having what we call here the green passport, which means you either have to got vaccinated, been recovered, or you show a test before you enter the club. But the situation right now is we're in the middle of the 4th wave here in Israel, because most of the population is vaccinated. We are the first country that started the booster vaccination. So a lot of people are getting that, waiting to see if they close us again or not. That's it. Hoping that they're not.
Yeah, okay. We hope. Bueno, ellos en Israel, los locales y los clubs están abiertos y le están permitiendo bailar siempre y cuando tengan el pase verde, sean vacunados o hayan pasado el test. Ellos, si no he entendido mal, creo que han tenido 3 dosis, ¿no? The three vaccines.
Now you can get the 3rd dose here.
The 3rd dose, okay. Bueno. So, y están pues la 4ª ola, entonces están esperando que no haya ningún tipo de incidencia y que puedan celebrar lo que son los eventos. Bueno, we hope that we were lucky in Israel and Miami too, but we don't know exactly in Netherlands, how is the situation over there, Rob?
In the Netherlands, it's only allowed to go to a practice night, so events are closed, fully closed, so we only have practice nights with a maximum amount of 75 people. That's the only thing that is allowed right now. And I live 75. Close to the borders of Belgium, and 75. Yeah, it's a crazy number. Okay. Especially because we are dancing in pairs, but okay.
Okay. Bueno, ellos, la limitación que tienen es que solo está permitido en prácticas de talleres, de workshop, y que el número máximo son 25 personas en pareja. O sea que, bueno, poco a poco, ¿no? Slowly. We hope that step by step we recover the situation and we can come back to the normal social. Okay, the last question for everyone. Okay, James, if you can come back to the past and find yourself, like a young James, for example, beautiful, I don't know. So, what will be the advice that you can tell yourself? What is the advice that you can tell?
Well, well, for me would be like to just do things. A lot of times people wait for the right moment, and the right moment is there's never going to be a right moment. You just got to do things, and you're going to notice a lot of entrepreneurs. That's the way they think. They just do it because they don't know if things are going to work out or they're not going to work out, right? And sometimes you just have to risk it and see what happens. And whatever, if it's positive or negative, it's always going to be positive because it's always a learning experience. You either learn what to do or you learn what not to do, right? So just do it, and whatever you have in your mind, whatever goal, just do it, go for it.
Okay, James, in Spanish, please.
Claro,
Because it's very intensive. It's very, very philosophical.
No, lo que decía es que si yo me pudiera dar un consejo cuando era más joven, es que no tenga miedo de hacer cosas, ¿no? Que lo haga. Cualquier idea que uno quiera hacer o quieras emprender algún negocio o emprender algún producto, que lo haga, que uno nunca va a perder. Porque puedes perder financieramente, que lo he hecho, he perdido dinero antes, pero la experiencia que ganas es irreemplazable, no lo puedes reemplazar eso. Así que igual siempre vas a ganar, pierdas o ganes, siempre vas a ganar experiencias. Aprendes qué es lo que estás haciendo bien o qué es lo que no vas a volver a hacer, ¿no?
Claro, y aparte, no es lo mismo la experiencia que tú veas de otros que la que tú tengas personalmente.
Exacto, es muy cierto.
Cierto. Bueno, Paco, what is your opinion about the question?
First of all, I would tell myself to invest in Apple, Windows, and Bitcoin.
What?
Okay, that's the first thing I will do. And then I will tell myself to maybe not put all the eggs in one basket. Do you understand? Because whatever we are doing right now, what happened in COVID is when the clubs was closed and the events were we couldn't fly. I couldn't earn my living. We had to invent ourselves, okay, from the beginning. And this is what I would tell myself, not to put, because my life is all in the music, okay? And I would tell myself, don't put everything only on that basket. Maybe like invest in Microsoft or
Yeah, maybe. Bueno, ha hecho un pequeño chiste que ha sido simpático, que es invertir en manzanas, ventanas, bueno, en fin, una serie de cosas. Y lo principal que ha comentado es que intentar poner la energía no solo en una sola cosa, sino en varias cosas, porque él ha invertido todo su esfuerzo y energía en la música. Entonces, claro, ahora con la situación de COVID está siendo un poco más difícil. Pero bueno, yo creo que it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be change in one moment, okay, Paco? So it's gonna be change for sure, okay? DJ Limbo Latino, tell us, how is the advice?
If I could go back in time, no, because I think the way I did it is the right way I wanted to do it. So I don't regret anything. But I think when you're open and curious for new things, you keep developing and you keep finding new things for yourself. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. You get chances in your life, and you have to take them yourself. So you have to make out the best of it. Just like the things we do. The beginning of COVID, I started doing online DJ sessions, and I never thought of doing such things. And then I came in contact with James, and I got the opportunity to play on the radio. And for me, to be honest, there is always a door that you can open, whatever it is in life. Okay. So if you take the chance, take the risk, learn from it, learn from your mistakes, and do better for the future.
Muy bien. Bueno, pues Rob, lo que ha comentado, sí, that's good. Que es su consejo que se daría sería que se mantenga curioso y que se mantenga activo, porque, bueno, evidentemente, como él ha comentado, por la situación de COVID, él ha tenido que hacer sesiones online, aprender. Bueno, de hecho, se puso en contacto con James para ser uno de los DJs residentes de Bachata Sensual Radio. Eso es lo que tiene que intentar hacer y aprender de los errores, simple y llanamente. Bueno, we are going to finish the interview, but I want you to define, if you want to say something right now, you are open to do it.
Yeah. First
Okay,
of all, I want to thank you for having us. Okay. For me, getting to know all these people, getting to know Ramon, you, Alejandro, Jose Crespo, all those guys, I met you and got to know you during COVID. Obviously, Bachata Sensual Radio, what I love and do every Wednesday and with the family. So I just want to thank you for having us, showing our what we do to the world. Download Bachata Sensual Radio, people. It's free.
Nice promo, Paco. Thank you.
Well, anyone of you want to say something more, or?
I just want to back what Paco said, really. Thank you guys for the opportunity to bring us on the show. And I just want to thank the dance community for supporting us, for spreading the word. It's funny, but it's crazy how people are listening to the radio in Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Germany, Spain. So we're basically worldwide, right? And it's not only us. We have a show every day. Of course, Bachateame Mondays with Limbo, Latino, Bachata Tuesdays for New York City, Brian and Matatan, Chill Wednesdays, DJ Paco. Thursday, we have DJ Mercer from Viva La Bachata. He does Viva Thursdays. Now, we had DJ Paquino on Fridays, Remix Fridays. Now, we're changing that, rebranding it to Remix Saturdays. So DJ Paquino is going to be spinning starting in September on Remix Saturdays. And then we have Bachata Sundays, the Bachata Brunch. So we have DJ Jaguar. And of course, in the team, we also have DJ York, who I'm pretty sure you guys know. He does special interviews with dozen artists. And then we're still working in progress with Soltrix. Soltrix has been DJing with us for about, I would say, 3-4 months. But since everything is open, he's traveling constantly. So we're trying to find a new time from him. But I just want to say thank you to the community and thank you to the guys that are putting so much effort to bring the music to the dancers.
Okay. And Rob?
Nice. Yes, guys, I want to thank you, especially for this interview. And I want to send out a big thank you to all people all over the world that keep on supporting the music, keep on supporting the scene and everything we do, because we have to do a lot of work, and it's a crazy amount of work we have to do, and it's so important to promote it and to support all the artists, DJs, organizers, because they make this scene, they make the party, they make the music, they make you enjoy.
Yeah. That's good. Well, thank you. I don't know I think that Ramon is going to say something, but honestly, for the community that is seeing the interview, the DJs are important in the event because they create the ritual in the dance floor. So they make you dance and they decide how is the energy, because it's not the same. I think that without them, the dance floor it will be the same. Okay, so I think they make a lot of effort because they have to listen a lot of music, and they give you the best selection. And obviously, and when they are in the dance floor, they have a lot of hours behind the back. Okay, so Ramon, it's your turn to say something.
First of all, I want to say my English is not so good. Guys,
do it in German.
Neither I.
Really, 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 I love you, really. I love your music. I hear your music, and I love your show. James, congratulations for this big project that you have with Bachata Sensual Radio. I love it. If you have anything to promote it, you can call us and we can promote your project here in our show. You are welcome. You are now from us. What do you want?
Oh man, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Bueno, that's all. I hope that you love it. We are going to start with Rob, with their social network and everything that has his profile in Instagram and Facebook. So we are going to see. Rob, can you tell us your social media to the people to follow you, please?
Yeah, they can go out to Facebook, DJ Limbo Latino. They can check out my Instagram, dj.limbo.latino. And of course, and I think the most important, go to Spotify, go to Apple Music and search for DJ Limbo Latino. There you can find my music. And yeah, share it around the world, promote the music.
Okay. Okay, the next one, Paco?
For me, just Instagram, Latin DJ Paco, all in one word. On Instagram, Latin DJ Paco, that's it.
Okay. And the last one, James?
For me, guys, I'm not going to promote my personal page, nor my personal, when I would promote the Bachata Sensual Radio app. You can find us on Instagram, Bachata Sensual Radio, or on Facebook, Bachata Sensual Radio, or you want to listen 24 hours, bachatasensualradio.com. And again, thank you for the support. And just download the app. It's free, like Paco said. Paco's paying for that app.
Well, you know, right now, their profiles, you know, now the Bachata Sensual Radio, this is a good platform that you can listen a lot of music, a good selection, and online DJ sessions, so you can see everything, the part DJ from every part of the world. So this is a great opportunity to see different things. Like Rob said, you have to listen to music because it's educational. The music is like an organic thing. You have to be all the time moving. We can be dancing the whole music all the time. Okay.
Alejandro, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, for sure.
I just want to, like, one of the items that we're working on as the radio, as a team, is we're trying to be present at as many festivals and congresses that we can. So right now we're going to Cancun. We were in Bachateando in April in Miami. Now we're going to be in Cancun in September. And then we're doing also the Bachata, our first Bachata Music Festival with Limbo in the Netherlands. So we welcome everyone to check us out. It's going to be the Bachata Music Festival in the Netherlands edition. We're working for the Bachata Music Festival 2022, which is going to possibly be in Mexico. We're working details. And then again, we're going to be back in Bachateando, Miami, in next April as well. And
we're doing live this the next weekend from the Cancun and from a festival in Israel. Live shows from the pool parties, from the parties itself. And because it's Mexico and Israel, we can do both because there is a time difference. So we will be online next week, a lot of hours.
Yeah, so we're very excited about that initiative because we're basically the only ones that are going live from festivals and congresses, and we're broadcasting not only online, but we're also broadcasting on the radio. So it's going to be super exciting.
That's good. That's good. Bueno, esperemos que sea un gran festival y we're going to see how is it the next event that you are going to be in broadcast. Well, thank you again to all the guests. You know that we keep in touch to see, to promote different events and to give all the audience more information about the Bachata Sensual Radio, new music, and everything that you want. You can send us, we keep in touch. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Bueno, we see you next time. Okay?
All right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, guys.
Thank you.
Abrazo, James. Saludos.
Saludos, abrazos. Nos vemos.
Chao, chao.
Chao.
Bueno. So we were in this, I think it's the first time that we start to speak in English and Spanish in the same time and translate. Thank you, James, for being here and to translate your part, because for me, it's like I told to everyone, it's like my mind is, I don't have a lot of memory, you know, so I have to try to keep the main thing and to show it, okay? Digo que creo que ha sido el primer programa que hemos hecho en doble traducción en tiempo real, porque ha sido un poco complicado en el caso de intentar retener la máxima información y comentarla en directo. Así que nada, darles las gracias a toda la audiencia. Thank you to all the people that were seeing the show. And obviously, thank you to the director, Jose Crespo, that he is not here, but he was all the time behind the scenes. So, gracias a José Crespo también, que siempre está detrás de la escena. Y sobre todo, uno de los más importantes, the main things, one of the main responsible of the program is the person that is in my right side. This is Ramon, DJ Ramon, that he is a DJ too, but he make the program possible, que es uno de los DJs que es responsable también de la realización del programa y que, como sabemos también, es también uno de los productores de canciones de bachata, también muy interesante. Así que os recomiendo que veáis su canal y su perfil. Así que nada, chicos, chicas, señor Ramón.
A este punto que te digo yo siempre. A este punto que digo yo siempre. El más importante eres tú.
No.
Que si no estuviera tú, aquí nadie habla.
No, but you know that we are a team, so it's like, but you have the more responsibility. So
thank you, Alejandro, for staying tonight here for translate and for your big show tonight. Thank you.
Bueno, nos vemos en el siguiente programa que ya os avisaremos de qué va a ir y quién serán los invitados, okay? So in the next program, we show you in our social media. So we show you who will be the next one, okay? So how will the Bachata Sensual Radio get the free apps in Google? So you can follow in the commentary, so you can see how is, and you can download and listen all the song and the music.
Yes,
and the DJ session, okay? Well, thank you very much again. We see you in the next program, okay? Bye.
Bye.
See you in the dance floor.
Yeah.